All right, so here we go. I'm going to show you how to take and turn Ethereum coins and turn them into the Veritaseum initial public offering or coin offering, whatever they call it. That the last date you can get the basically buy before it goes live kind of thing, which I think is the 25th of this month. So you just have a few days. This assumes you know how to move coins back and forth, take a Bitcoin, turn it into an Ethereum coin, take an Ethereum coin, transfer it to this wallet, take that wallet, transfer it to this thing online. If you don't know how to do any of that, I'm going to make this simple, and you've already figured out how to simply buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. Just stick with that. Stick with Bitcoin, stick with Ethereum. They're both going to do fantastic. Let this one ride. Don't bother messing around with it. If you're a little more advanced user or you're a beginner, but you still think, no, I want to do this. I really want to do this. Okay, follow along. Just understand, you need to figure out how to turn a Bitcoin, if you have Bitcoin, into Ethereum. If you have the Exodus wallet that I talked about the other day, that thing has a built-in feature which will let you transfer coins from one type to the other. So you can take one Bitcoin, hit the transfer. I want to send one Bitcoin into however many Ethereum I can get, and hit exchange. It'll actually exchange them for you. Then once it's exchanged, let's say on your wallet, and it doesn't matter if you're talking about Coinbase wallet or a Kraken wallet, or you actually have the Exodus downloadable wallet you're using, whatever wallet you're using, and you finally get Ethereum, you're going to go to send, and it's going to, of course, ask what address do you want to send Ethereum to. Okay, so that's where this comes in, because you need to generate an address on this particular website. That's a wallet address for Ethereum that will belong to you on this website. The website is myetherwallet.com, E-T-H-E-R, Ether, myetherwallet.com. And this is what it looks like. So you're going to click on Generate Wallet. It's going to bring you right here. Password must have at least 9 characters. You're going to hit Generate Wallet. You're going to hit Download right here. And it downloads in like half a second. It's very fast. I understand. Continue. You don't need this really right now. Just hit Next. Save your address, whatever. So it takes you to this page where you can unlock your wallet to see your address. Now, I know that downloaded right here. This is an old one I was messing with earlier, so I'm going to delete that one. And this is a text file that I created right here. My Ether wallet, I created that text file, which will be online for you to download, because there's going to be some stuff in there that will make life easier for you. It'll be in the description box of this video. However, the file you're interested in right now is this UTC- long code file. This is what is downloaded every time you click that Generate Wallet and download it. This is what a new one will generate. You don't need to do that. You just need one, right? So you've got one. You're going to right click it and make sure you do Open With. Open With. I need to uncheck that, because I just uncheck it. You don't need to always open it with that. Excuse me. You want to hit more apps. Scroll down to Notepad. Again, we don't need to have this checked. Just Notepad. Hit OK. And this comes up. Now you're going to scroll to the right until you see ciphertext, which is right there. And you can see ciphertext is right here. This is actually the private key. So we're going to right click, copy. I don't need this anymore. I'm going to open this, which I already have open. Don't pay attention to stuff down here yet, but right here, private key. I'm going to paste. Okay, and I'm going to do a file save. That way I don't lose it. So we've got it saved. Now it's considered the private key, as I just said, even though it was technically ciphertext. But I showed you it's the private key. So I'm going to do what now? Private key. Right click, paste. It's that same key. I'm now going to hit unlock. Success. Here's your wallet details. Now I'm going to hit this eyeball. And by the way, when I saw this private key in eyeball, you know what I thought of? 80s jam. Private eyes, they're watching you. They see your every move. Private eyes. All right, sorry. So sorry about that. I probably didn't even need to add that. That was horrible. Anyways, click the eyeball. Click the eyeball, and it shows it. CA, and it ends with D5D, right? That's our number, right? CA USD5D. Correct. Of course it's correct. So we have that now, but here, more importantly, your address. This is the wallet address that you're going to be sending to. So copy OXF 2A2, right? I'm going to paste that right here. OXF 2A2. Perfect. Got the whole thing. We just verified that. So I'm going to, again, hit file and save so I can make sure I don't mess this, lose my data in this file. So that's all you need right now. So let's say you had your wallet or your Coinbase or whatever. You're going to go in there. You got your Ether coin. I now am going to hit, let's say you had 10 Ethereum coin that you wanted to send. You'd go into your wallet or your online program, whatever it is, send 10 Ether to, again, right here, 0 times F, whatever, 2A2. That's where we're sending it to, because that's now our wallet on this website, myetherwallet.com. We can go back here at any time, punch in this private key, and it will pop up and give us, our account information, including once you send those. So you'll send those, and it may take you 10, 15, 20 minutes, depending on what you're using, whatever, network traffic and everything else, before they show up here. So at this point, you don't have to do anything else yet. Now, what you would do next, as you wait for your coins to come in, you're going to go to View Wallet Info. Once again, private key. Paste that same private key. Or, excuse me, that's actually my wallet address. I forgot I had that copied last. However, good news, when you're on this particular tab, View Wallet Info, it will accept, if you check this one, View with address only, paste it again, it will accept it. So we'll unlock it. Success. Again, there's our number, 0xf, or 0 times f, whatever, xf, 2A2. That's definitely us. Ethereum balance is 0, because I just created this wallet. However, you're going to check back in here, and you may have to, again, refresh every 5 minutes or something, which those of you who don't know, if you click on that web page anywhere and hit F5, that's the default refresh. So again, I'll just got to punch this in again, unlock. Still have a balance of 0, except bottom line is once you get your balance in here, it's going to say, in this example, 10 Ethereum coin. So you'll be like, okay, I got my 10 Ether, fantastic. So now what you're going to do, now that, again, assuming you have your Ethereum right here on this webpage, you've successfully transferred it, you are going to go to Contracts. So go to the Contracts tab. And during this process, which it may show us in a minute, I'll find out, you may get the request that looks like this again. Please enter either your private key or keystroke, whatever. And on that request, there's no option for your address only. It wants that private key, basically. So for all intents and purposes, we're going to just have this copied in the background. Private key, copy. And again, on the View Wallet, I could use a private key or I could use the actual address that it gave me. I got the private key. We're going to go there. It's the same thing I just left you at. Same exact spot we were at. Ethereum, 0. Again, let's pretend there's 10. Okay, so now there's 10. We're going to go to Contracts. This is what the text file already has for you on the download link on this description box. It's already filled out. So what you need is this number right here, this long code, copy. And this right here is the same for everybody. This is what does the behind-the-scenes transferring of your Ethereum into this new Veritaseum, how do you pronounce that, coin. So paste. Make sure it matches. Always double check. 0x5, 0x5, 15E3, 15E3. Yep, we're good. So I'm going to put my mouse at the very beginning of this. Shift. Hit the end button on your keyboard while holding down Shift if you want. Let go. Right click, copy, click over here, right click, paste, and you just you can actually stretch this down a bit if you need to, kind of get it all there at once. And this is what it looks like. It starts with the bracket, ends with the bracket, we're good. And all of these don't end with the bracket, just this last one has the bracket. So this, again, it's in the text file. If you copy the line, you're fine. So now you're going to hit Access, select the function, and you are going to purchase tokens. These Veritaseum things are considered tokens, I guess. So purchase tokens. How would you like to access your wallet? Here we go again, right? We go back to our file. And notice again on the left, there's no address thing. You can't use the address. You have to use the private key. So we're going to use the private key. Copy. Go ahead and use the private key. Click that. Right click. Paste it. Unlock your wallet. Unlock. It's good to go. It's happy. Now you're going to click on write. Go to write. Amount to send. So again, assuming I had 10 in here, and you got to keep something in mind. Every time you transfer, this goes for all cryptos for the most part, I believe. If I transferred 10 to myself, I might actually only receive 9.9805, it's not exactly 10. So technically I won't have precisely 10 in here, right? So let's assume the amount that I actually got was 9.85555, all right? See this thing that says gas limit right here? This is kind of like the fee when you do the network transfers on other coins. Where you, like I just said, you sent yourself 10, but there's that little network fee that goes away into, oblivion, which is why I don't have 10 now. I have 9 point, which I actually let me put 98, sorry, 9.9855. I'm just making this number up. That means that if this is exactly what I had in that wallet a second ago on this website, and I hit generate transaction, it's not going to be successful. Why? Because this gas thing is kind of the same thing. I'm now taking this coin, converting it to another coin, and there has to be a little teeny, tiny, minuscule network exchange taken out of there. So you're going to get an error. So what I did based off of 10, I think the magic number, I don't even remember now. If this was you and you got 9.98, try 9.97. Okay? And in the instructions, it said make this number 80,000. But I noticed if I made this 80,000 like this, 80,000, and I change this number, it goes back to here again. So I've realized I just have to leave it alone. And I don't know if this changes, so let me just see if it goes up by chance. Oh, yeah, 22. Maybe it's the same. Okay, I'm just curious. Anyways, 9.98555. So whatever your number is, what I'm going to suggest, because this gas thing says you must have at least 0.01 Ethereum available, is what the error tells me. And it's about to show it right now because I don't actually have 9.9 in here. So that tells me I need to take about a tenth or whatever off of this, or to be 100th. Anyways, so what I would suggest to you, if this is your example, 9.98, let's make it 9.97. You may find it might take 9.96. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to hit generate transaction. If something's wrong or whatever, you felt like maybe you did it wrong, or that's not the right amount, just hit no, get me out of here, start over. But yes, I'm happy with this. I'm going to hit yes, go for it. You get this error down here. You need to have 0.01 ETH in your account to cover the cost of gas. Please add some ETH and try again. That would tell me, okay, that wasn't enough. It was 9.97. Let's go down to 9.96 and see what happens. And try that. Generate. Yes, I'm happy. Hit yes. If I actually had the Ethereum in my account, this would not be here. You'd get a nice big green thing, success, blah, 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 blah. And within, I don't even know if it was a few minutes, it was fairly quickly, it happened. So the next step though, when you go back to view my wallet, because you want to make sure, hey, did I get the tokens or not? View wallet info, private key. I think we have it saved. Yep. Unlock. 2A2, that's us. So what would happen is, see this VERI, and it says token balance is 0? That's because I did this earlier. Normally when you're on this page, this whole thing down here, this VERI, which stands for Veritaseum or whatever, doesn't exist at all. You will not see this. You will only see this Ethereum thing right here, and however much you have, which in this case, it would now be 0, or 0. Whatever pocket change is left out of the transaction. So what you do is you go add custom code. So This is another thing I'm going to include in this text file. So I'm going to actually add it right now. That way you can have all this. And again, this stuff right here I'm about to show you is the same for everybody. And so we want the very token. We're going to do custom, is what I'm going to call it, very token. And that's where I'm going to bounce them back and forth for a second because it's on this page. Because we want the show up. So here's the instruction. We're going to hit add custom token, right? We're there. Already clicked that. It's saying to put this code right here in that box. So what I'm going to do, again, to make life easier for you, it's going to go there because you can keep this file. It's saying that's the code. We're going to give it a name of VERI. Right? Well, hold on. Let me just actually walk through this. So there's that. Pasted that. It says we're going to call this VERI. So that's the symbol. Token symbol is VERI. And I'm going to update this text file. Only reason I'm doing this text file is for you guys to have. Not you don't need to be doing this. All this is going to mostly be done. The only thing you're going to actually get is the private key in the My Ether wallet address. Again, that's your Ethereum address at this website. This right here that I've got highlighted is the only thing you are going to be providing by following the steps. Everything from here on down is going to be the same for everybody. So token symbol is very, in decimals, I already know, is 18. And just to verify, it says right here, type 18 into the decimals and then hit save. So once I hit save, all of a sudden this pops up. Now I have the VER, which really should be VER, not VERI, but I'm following exactly what he said. VERI, I'm going to put VERI, whatever. And then you're going to see, oh, you've got 300, 200, whatever balance of these coins. You now have it, you're done, you're good. That's the end of the show. You finally, you're good to go. You at that point, do what you always do. You want to buy some more Ethereum on Bitcoin or on Coinbase, or maybe some Bitcoin on Coinbase, or maybe you're using Kraken, KRAKEN.com, which again, I signed up to that one because the limits, daily limits and monthly limits, are massive compared to what Coinbase allows. And I understand it, the transactions happen a lot faster. Like when I put a buy order in, I don't have to wait 5 days like on Coinbase for it to actually come into my account, which I do think is pretty stupid. So while I do have a Coinbase account, I definitely have Kraken, and I will be using Kraken too. Step 1, verify such and such. Verification level 2, such and such. You need to provide more information to them. Verification level 3 at Kraken. Send us 2 photo IDs and your social security and this, and that's typical at any brokerage, okay? That enables you, step 3 enables you, or verification process 3, enables you to play with $25,000 worth of transactions as long as you have the money in the account per day. $200,000 per month. Coinbase, $5,000 a week. A week. What? Seriously? Yeah, seriously. So Coinbase, step in my office. You're kind of fired. You're only kind of fired because I've used you before and I had no problems. But I think I really want to go with Kraken now. That way, when Bitcoin's, if Bitcoin, like Cliff High says, goes to $10, $11, $12, $13,000, and I've got a bunch I want to unload, I don't want to be told, oh, you've unloaded your maximum this week. Which on Coinbase, it's $15,000 a week you're allowed to unload, but you can only buy $5,000 worth of stuff. So again, Kraken, I'm all for Kraken. That's it. Well, where we go from here, I don't know. Once this thing goes live, is a wallet thing going to come out for this? I don't know. It's kind of like this is like a contract. These Veritaseum is like a contract type of system for two parties entering into a contract kind of a thing that rides on the Ethereum blockchain. I'm not 100% sure how it all works, but I'm getting in on it. So anyone else who wants to get in on it, you're going to have to do the same thing. How do you sell them, JSnip? I don't know yet. Not sure. But I want in on it before we find out, because like all new coins that end up being good, they start out at very low and then, oh my God, they're skyrocketing sometime later. And that's what I'm going to wait for. So that's it. That's how you do it. And again, I'll keep this file linked in the description box, so you can just download the text file and basically paste in your private key and your cipher key, or in your wallet ID once you generate it off this website. The rest of it, you just punch in when you get to that point. So yeah, that's it. Take care.